And now looking back at Monique, it wasn't just about Monique and her wanting that money. It was just something that Oprah felt she could do because she felt like they ran all kind of racetracks on her back that she now needs to dish it out to someone else because that's what it's giving. It's because they all mistreated me and I had to take it. It's almost like you got to do the same thing.
Let me say this to you.
And her biggest fight was that they were blackballing her. She said, fuck the money.
Lee Daniels is the only one that has apologized. Lee Daniels is the only one that has apologized. You want to know why? Because he was the lowest on the totem pole. The other two don't feel the need. They have to. Their money's still good. Lee Daniels' money changed because he needed him a Monique. They didn't. Oprah, let me tell you something. Oprah said, okay, fine. You need a big black bitch? That's how I started. I'll just go back to being one. Okay? You listen. Before I let you play me, I will take my billionaire ass and go all the way down to the bottom and be the big back bitch I used to be in the 80s in movies. You fucking with the wrong one. You fucking with the wrong one. Oprah said Monique was supposed to do the butler. Oprah did it. Oprah got, you know how petty people can be? Oprah got empire she trying to run, but she went over there and did that Lee Daniels movie just to show Monique, bitch, I promise you won't eat if I got anything to do with it.
And I think where Monique messed up is that she let that man get in her ear.
That's exactly what happened. Because a lot of times
gotta kiss her ass. So just because you jump through all these goddamn hoops that they told your ass to jump through, don't mean Monique got to do it. But I also feel like the husband played a big part in why she made a lot of bad decisions. But hey, that's
the husband, because he secretly hate that. He hate Monique. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. He's jealous of her.
Fired her manager, who is at CAA, which is again the management for people who have longevity, right?
Yeah.
To listen to him. And he is a novice at this. This is his first time. And I'm sure that he was in her ear like, damn, baby, they owe you this, they owe you that. And so rather than helping her...
Not to mention, he fucked off a lot of her money.
Indeed.
And we need to play the long game. He said, no, we need to get revenge in the short term. We got to expose them. We got to do X, Y, Z. And that's the argument for people who are in these shows, like a Petty Braid, whatever. Invest in yourself and stop doing this like mom and pop shit. Stop doing it because it will fuck you over in the long run. Invest in lawyers, a team of them. Invest in financial advisors. Yes, it's going to be expensive. It may delay what you want to do right away, but it's going to protect you in the back end.
Yeah. I mean, I see Petty's position like nigga, but I also feel like there was a poor business choice on her behalf. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is how I look at it. And it's not really Petty don't get along, but this is how I feel. Petty went, if this stupid motherfucker don't have the wherewithal to go ahead and solidify my contract, I'm going to use it to my benefit. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do 100%, and then I'm going to say, motherfucker, I gave you 100. Now pay me 100. You see what I'm saying? He looking at it like, well, she ain't solidified her contract, so I can take my time paying her. He didn't realize she was gaming him.
Yeah, that's true too.
So that's why she came in and gave her.
It's either that or there's something else that she's seen. Something is making her want to renegotiate. So either she has something that she can stand on. She got a leg to stand on. The reason she's asking for it to be negotiated, and he's for it.
Because I mean, I don't know her, but I think, you know, she's old enough to know to get your contract solidified, and it makes sure it's to your benefit, not to his. See, some people be thinking you're so desperate that you'll do anything, and then not knowing that's going to be the game they play on you. Now, I will say, her talking about it or selling it, that's not the move, because at the end of the day, it's just like a house or anything. Once you work on it, right? She has a couple of choices. She could send him a cease and desist and say, you can't use my image, my likeness, my voice, nothing. Now you got to scrap all that shit. Got to scrap everything that she's in a scene. You got to scrap everything that you got to scrap it all.
Yeah, and that's going to suck.
She could send that and say, we don't have a contract, so I don't want my likeness used. And then also, she can say, okay, I'll wait for you to sell it. and then I'll come and hit you with, because our contract is ambiguous. I'll come back and say, 25%. Then you'd be mad because you didn't lock it down.
Well, we really don't know exactly what the deal is just yet. I guess they're gonna negotiate whatever they're gonna negotiate.
Yeah.
I guess
So,
we'll have to wait to see what the hell the
I
outcome
really
is. Hey,
feel
Stacey.
like he's the one that's probably coming up with the short end of the stick on this one. But that's why I say and I tried to tell him, if there's any type of compensation spelled out in the contract, perform. Go ahead and perform. If that motherfucker say $1,000 a day, figure out how to give it to it ASAP. Figure out how, if it say $1 million, figure out, I don't know what to tell you. Figure out how to perform on that contract. Because if you leave it in a breach,
Disregard that invite.
if you leave it in a breach and you don't try to at least remedy the breach, it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost you way more. And that's just the long and the short. If it's in fact in breach. Because it may not be in breach. It may be spelled out in the contract that she does have the ability to renegotiate.
I was just getting ready to say that. Hey, Fly. I was just getting ready to say that because it's kind of up to them what they are planning on doing. We're just here listening and waiting because I have no idea which way they're going to decide to do this. Hey, Kiwi.
I mean, at this point,
And you?
I don't know why there's a sixth sense of me saying that with all these side deals, and it feels skittish. It feels like it's season 2. It feels like they're working on the things that has to happen for season 2.
I think people forget when you're starting off anywhere, any of these TV shows, they really don't get much in the very beginning. A lot of them get just, a lot of publicity first. It's as it continues to go. So you know how you make the mistakes on the first one, you make the mistakes on it. It starts to get perfect after a while where the money, people really start paying attention. So it's going to take time to grow. It's just the seed has just been planted and it's watering. It's barely trying to sprout out. So I don't know how much everybody thinks is going to happen in just this run. It's got to grow first. You got to make your mistakes. You got to do all of that so it can grow, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what all are you looking to get in this kind of really actually the very first one, because the first one he originally did was just kind of like organic. It was just confession. So you got to think about what this is now, the actual thing. It's the baby. It's just born. So the seed is there. You got to water it. So it's got to grow. So I don't know what everybody's expecting right now because there's not much to really give right now. The show's got to come out. You got to see who's going to all, come to it. Is somebody want to jump at it? You got to kind of wait it out and see what it's going to be. Why change the contract and it doesn't end up getting big? Then you're giving out money and you didn't even get there. You see what I'm saying? You got to let it grow first.
One thing I can tell you about Braid, right? He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer because, like the beginning, right?
I wouldn't have renegotiated my contract. What you signed is what it is.
Just like with me,
what you signed is what it is. If you do anything outside of that contract you're not supposed to do, then I'll have to do what I have to do. But I wouldn't have renegotiated because I don't know where it's going yet. It's the seed is planted.
Like he keeps doing stuff to me. He keeps disrespecting me. Braid has a lot of footage, right, from the first gala that really was organic, right? I mean, all he had to do was negotiate with me to say, "Hey, you spoke on and mentioned in that first, are you okay with that?" And that way I can start with that. Then we can move, So he would have 2 things that he can package up to be able to use, but he has a lot of footage he can't even use. He's good with Lowe. He's good with Braidzilla, so he can have them sign for what took place outside of the gala, things like that. He still got to work on Dime. I don't think it's going to happen, but he really has a lot that footage that he could package up. And the organic looks the best, but he just keeps fucking up.
He's just got it. Sometimes you got to get He's just got to get home and he's got to get relaxed and get comfortable. And all the things he'll need will come to him. And it's all in how he'll put it into perspective. I just wish people would look at this point. This is the seed. If he decides to do the contract, what if it doesn't go? Then that's just money you lost.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it's a lot of things. Even if like I said, he go back to the drawing board. That first one was probably great because again, it was so organic. There truly was a battle that went on after that club. There truly was someone streaming, sabotaging the event. You know what I mean? Like it's so much he could do with that footage and with that storyline. But he won't do right. He keeps digging himself in deeper and deeper. Because
now that he has reached a certain level, there's a level now that he'll have to dial out, which is he ain't gonna be able to be messy on here because now you have to be business. So you're gonna have to see certain things and then move in a different way.
If Braid, let me tell you something. If Braid were to have stayed out of the mess, he would have something that he probably could package and sell. Because think about it. The first thing was very organic, right? You had a gala that there was this villain that was trying to sabotage it, right? Now, fast forward to the next event, the villain and the person who's trying to sabotage, they're actually cool. Matter of fact, they, Nene and Kenya linking up, right? Mm-hmm. And then the group who was together is now beefing like a motherfucker. Do you see how? But what he do, instead of him staying out the mess, trying to see if he could get the relationships on a good page with me and Dime, he go find some goddamn people out of nowhere. Like, that's how you know he don't operate on all. Like, the storyline would have been great. You know how many times when you look at the Housewives, you're like, I know good goddamn well them two ain't linked up. Oh, hell yeah, I got to tune in for that. Oh, look like them two beefing this season.
Well, it didn't matter to me who he chose because he chose each person for a reason. I assure you, he was very particular how he was going to choose each person.
I don't agree. I disagree.
He wanted you to be there. He wanted Dom to be there. But once you guys said no, he has to continue to look for potential. So he chose how he wanted to choose. I do feel bad because I do feel like everybody's already dumping so much on it, and we haven't even let the seed grow yet. It's just.
I mean, listen. Me personally, I'm just a fan of.
Hey, Kiana, you know damn well you wasn't going in that damn house.
Oh, I never said to go in the house, but what I'm saying to you is get this person will let you have their likeness and image we talked about. Right?
Yeah. Okay, I can agree.
That's the footage. I would never do that. Yeah.
I agree. And I guess because I could, as Dime say, I'm always nice to everybody.
Right.
I think we need to let it grow. Let's see what it's going to do. Because what happens in the third season? You start evolving. Kiana, you might come into play the third or the fourth season where he might want to use your expertise. He might.
You know what? That's the problem.
He might want to do business with you at a whole nother level. You cannot
trust him. He will lick you in your face. He's just like a dog. He will lick you in the face.
Well, you never know.
That's why I would never do it, because breaking was humble. But no, I'm just telling about what he already have and how you work with what you got. Which again, the organicness of the first show, it wasn't scripted at all. It wasn't. And then again, what has taken place after hasn't been scripted at all. Like, how would I know?
Most of them start off. Most of them start
off. That's why it's great. How would I know? Me and Diamond are arch nemesis, right? How would I know that Ray the Fixer, who was cool with me when the gala went on, right, would get with Lo and say, hey, did Kiana? Yeah, Kiana was trying to have us. And you know what I'm saying? How would we know that would happen and that would lead to me getting up in Diamond's live saying, hey, I didn't do that to you. And from there, we started a rapport. right? How will we know that low would slide down? You know what I'm saying? That's all those things happen organically. A good producer will work with that more than than trying to figure out how to get something that may not be able to be, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't feel real.
Okay, I can dig that too.
But here's the thing: it's very interesting to have your second in command slime you. We loved it in Nino Brown. We loved it in all the great movies. We loved when the number two in command slimed the head person. American Gangster. We loved that. So that would have been the thing. If he was smart, he'd have been trying to stay out the mess and see if he could organically get everybody to sign a contract. Because
I can somewhat agree to that.
The gazebo storyline was absolutely fantastically made, you know what I'm saying, for the big screen. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. And this is another one of those things. And that's why we have all been tuned into it, because it is newsworthy, TV worthy, movie worthy. And here you have someone that says they played up under you and watched what you're doing, and now they want to do it too. And try to take your empire with them.
I do feel like too much personal is put into some of these things. This is why you can't mix business with pleasure. And people are going to learn exactly what it means by mixing business with pleasure. You really cannot do business with people you're close to, people you love, because it's going to turn into a problem.
That's the lesson for Braid. Braid is supposed to be.
It's going to be a problem.
I said this to him. Be Switzerland, man. So that way nobody will expect allegiance from you. Nobody would expect, you know what I'm saying? It's business. I wouldn't expect you to like me any more than you like Diamond. Diamond should expect you, you know what I'm saying? It's business. But if you're like, Diamond's my auntie, I'm like, I'm not signing up that shit. You gonna fuck me over in there. I know who you fuck with. I know who you fuck with the long way. You're gonna fuck me over.
Well, I can't even say it that way, but I can't take away what you feel like.
You keep it business. The same with Diamond Low them. He could have got a contract from all of them. But trying to play them against each other wasn't gonna work. Diamond don't like me, so I'm gonna go over here and run over here. I'm gonna run and get a day ball. That ain't gonna work. You supposed to be like, listen, all y'all cool with me. Sign here.
It have to be that way.
Thank you.
You have to be biased. You cannot pick and choose sides. You cannot pick who's your friend, because everything you try to put your hands on now will not get where it needs to go. So you have to just remain neutral. So if it was ever me, I wouldn't pick anybody that I was just extremely close. You just know, because it's going to cause a conflict later on down the line.
Who's your own vessel?
You're going to either think that I owe you something, or you're going to feel like you got me somewhere, and it's going to become a problem.
It'll become a problem.
It's going to eventually become a problem. So that's why I wouldn't do it. But I'm not saying the route he chose is incorrect. I just know when you're doing business, you can't bring your friends. You can't do certain things like that, because then people start saying, well, I did this and I did this. When you start really glowing up, they start wanting more. Well, I did this and I did that. Well, this was me. Well, I put this in and I did. It's going to become a problem eventually.
Hold up, Amp. Who's over here with Kev the Comment? See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about.
It's unfortunate that, a 2-minute incident at Players Ball
I think I found a place in Las Vegas.
has taken over the
I
entire.
don't need the money, y'all. I would never sue Kevin nor Nina for the simple fact that I'm not going to take from my people of my community, being Black people, a man and a woman, who literally are parents. You can't get me to sue a parent. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen.
Who's a kiss my ass?
God has me covered in every area possible when it comes down to finances. So I appreciate you all's opinion, but I have been trusting in the Most High financially since all y'all sat back and watched me be homeless for a whole year and a half. So I don't need schemes and scams, or even if it is legal. I do not want to sue Kevin for something that happened at his event that a woman told me she was going to do to me wherever I was. So if she bought me at McDonald's, I can't sue McDonald's. That's absurd.
Sonny Flower, can you please unfollow me, Sonny Flower?
But go ahead, Kev. I'm sorry.
Sonny Flower, can you please unfollow me? I don't need your kind of support, right? And that respectfully, Sonny Flower, please unfollow me. As a matter of fact, you don't.
He unfollowing him.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, no, I did. Don't worry about it. I did. Don't worry about it. And let me come from my other side. I can block you from there too.
Kev need to cut his shit out.
I don't need Sonny Flower. I don't need anybody to offer me money. And that's some of y'all problem. That's some of y'all problem because I'm not influenced by the things
I'll
that
be
y'all
right
are.
back. Let me
I'm not, my streams aren't pulled
Okay.
by the things that y'all are. So we not the same, right? We not the same. So you need to stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. I do feel better. I always feel better when I get snakes out my grass. I always feel better. So thank you.
Pussy, you finished? Yeah.
Yes.
Just so y'all know, they are in Vessels Live. So Boosie is in Vessels Live with Kev.
That's right.
Thank you, Vince, for giving me the opportunity, and thank you, Kev, for giving me the opportunity to be heard.
Now, Poozie, I appreciate you at least chopping it up with me and giving me
Well, you got me blocked, so I've been trying to come over there all night, but I knew that guy would ordain the time because he had already ordained the event.
Poozie literally said last night, Kev, the
blocking.
comic went shit.
I am blocked too.
Thank you.
She was in
again,
Diamonds Live last night talking about that man
I'm
like
sorry.
And I
a
want to
fucking
say that the
dog.
service that the cast and crew received was amazing.
I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that has genuine shit to say, even if they couldn't support, right? I ain't never seen so many niggas try to tear down niggas in all my life. There are a lot of people that showed up at this Players Ball that will never be welcome to anything else I throw. So they might as well sit on the sideline and say they didn't want to go anywhere. Because that's what they're going to say. I didn't want to go anywhere. You wasn't welcome. There are a lot of people that were at this event that will they'll never be invited to another event, ever.
They lie.
And we're gonna have a lot of them. We're gonna have a lot of them. We're gonna be the Players Ball is not a one-time event, but we just not taking some of the same people. We're not taking some of the same people.
Well, again, I do thank you, and I felt it was most important that I had a conversation with
They
you.
care though. They don't have to care, Token. They saying a bunch of shit that I don't give a shit about. Did you ask them if they think that I care? You damn right. I blamed everybody. You damn right, and I'm still blaming everybody.
But yourself, nigga.
I'm still blaming everybody. I said that a second ago. I blamed everybody. I'm still blaming everybody.
Respectfully, y'all can do what y'all want to do, but Kevin, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to have a conversation with Takia. Again, I appreciate that. And y'all have a good night.
Thank you.
Hold on,
Poozie. Thank you for chopping it up. I appreciate it.
It's your second time being connected to me in something ordained. I'm just saying, I'm gonna ride some of these waves too. But
Just be easy. I'm a up and coming reality superstar.
Listen.
I take your loss instead of blaming. Phoenix, how about you?
I ain't gonna forget my people.
So you can talk to you down.
I don't want to be the DJ. I don't want to be
So
the
I think I reacted to
I got it.
No.
If you want to win, that's some spin.
Good night,
No,
y'all.
I don't think I acted too quickly. I don't think I acted quick enough if you ask me. Let y'all tell it.
Crazy shit.
Let y'all tell it. I didn't act quick
Uzi
enough.
is delusional. Like
All of y'all
motherfucker.
are going to have something to say. All of y'all are going to, no other comedian in the world that can't take a joke. Hey,
He's not a comedian.
Just send a line. How about you just send a line? Just send a line. Has everybody else been taking a joke? Y'all always want to say you a comedian, take a joke. No, just say, do it sound like I'm joking? Do it sound like a laughing matter to you? That's none of your business, messy TikTok. That's none of your business, messy. Stay in your lane.
You got me.
So I don't find anything funny. Humility is key. Tell them to be humble then. Every single criticism. I haven't gotten criticism. Y'all ain't criticizing. Y'all aren't critiquing anything. Y'all are defaming. Y'all are calling me crackhead, saying I snort, talking about I went into a stall with a woman in a women's bathroom and everything. That ain't you. That ain't critique. That ain't no criticism. Those are accusations. Don't play in my face. Go find somebody to play with.
Jay Trend trying to come up now.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff is tough to hear. Oh, and I'm gonna be honest with you on both sides.
Messy TikTok recorder. Look, I'm not trying to hear to look. Look, you post shit all on your own messy TikTok. Surely you aren't sensitive about my answer. Surely you're not sensitive about my answer. The fuck. Surely you're not sensitive about my answer. The fuck. How you show us the messages and get mad? We got questions. Don't ask me no questions. Just read what you read and then let that be the reason. Don't ask me no questions. I'll come to you if I got more information. No need for no questions. How you gonna ask me some
Tell
questions?
Mad Cow to stay out that shit.
I sound a little bit upset. You the one talking about the fuck. I'm responding to you.
I know y'all in the queue. I see y'all sitting down there. Don't let T-Money. Don't bring nobody else up. What's up, Jay?
Hey, Vessel.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm leery about having you up here. I don't know what you about to say, and I'm kind of letting Kevin have the space right now.
Listen, baby, I didn't come up here to be negative or anything. I came up here to be real with y'all. So I'm going to give you a backstory. When I first was introduced to Messy TikTok, it was on Kev and Rick's platform. My first box I ever been on was in Kev's and Rick's box. They taught me how to come up and be on mute right away and not have my background noise, and to show respect and how to join a panel. I've learned a lot from Kev and Rick. I went to the Players Ball and I was disappointed. It was Kev's first big event. We're not going to hold against him what was not right or what people want to criticize. I don't give a fuck about all of that. What I want to say to Kev is, listen, as far as you saying like it was a conspiracy theory that Braid and Diamond said, like, I didn't hear what you said, but the bone was carried that you said that it was a conspiracy theory that they tried to set you up. They knew I was excited for the Players Ball. I was in that content house saying, we got to go meet Kevin Rick. We got to get dressed. We got to get fly. We got to go to that motherfucking Players Ball to meet Kevin Rick. Like, I was excited to be there. We came there with good intentions. Braid would not have sent me there if he knew it was a setup. He knows I'm a nut. Like, although I wasn't there when Poozy got hit, if it was a setup and I was there, it would have been bad. Like, I got kids. I left my kids at home. Listen, I wasn't going to go to the content house.
y'all seen me sleeping on that couch because I got in late at the content house. I had a flight at 11 a.m. that I canceled because I was leery about going. But I said, let me rebook my flight and I'm gonna come later because I gotta go see Rick and Kev. I bought this Players Ball ticket. In my head, I was like, I gotta go to the Players Ball. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to the content house, because I already bought a Players Ball ticket. I booked a makeup artist that I ended up rescheduling for another day, but originally she was for the Players Ball. I was prepping to go there to see y'all. When I'm in my house, I have y'all on speakerphone and they listen. My husband is not on TikTok, but he know who Kev the comic is. I say lines. I know you fucking lying.
And shit like that.
And shit like that. Hang time and TikTok. Because I've been listening to Kev the comic and Rick. Like, I came there with genuine intentions. I'm telling you, Bray wouldn't have sent me there if it was a setup. I wasn't there when that went down. I wasn't in the hallway, but he would not have sent me there if it was a setup. Because if I was there and I seen that, I would have went to jail. Because it wouldn't have been smooth. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to tell y'all that I'm like about that. I'm not trying to sell y'all wolf tickets. I'm telling you, if I was in that hallway and that lady got hit, it would have went up. It would have been bad. Yeah, it would have been so bad. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Let me talk for a second if I can.
Okay, let me mute.
Jay, you've been talking shit all day.
Ooh.
But it's because my feelings
I didn't.
Jay, mute up, Jay.
I think you say what you had to say. I don't care why you've been talking shit. You've been talking shit all day. From the contest about Rick picking you to get the $50. You've been talking shit all day.
Ooh.
You were talking about the food, and don't come up here with this. This is what I'm talking about, right? Y'all come up here with this disingenuous bullshit. As though you on somebody's side, you want the best for somebody, you wish this and this, oh, you had such a great time, and blah, 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 blah. But this would stop capping. Stand on business. You talk shit all day long. Stand on that square. Don't come up here in the box now and acting like you trying to call
Yeah, she
me.
should have stayed in the comments.
I
But
didn't interrupt you.
Yeah, Jay, let him talk, Jay.
I didn't interrupt you. Don't come up here as though I need you to coddle me or soothe me and then go into a story about who wouldn't have done this, that, and the other. I'm not here to talk about nobody else. They asked me questions about, I was here talking to Poozy about me and Poozy, about what happened to Poozy. Nobody came up here talking about nobody else but you. Because you have whatever allegiances you have, or whatever the case may be, then you came up here, but you've been talking shit all day long. So what I really need you to do, instead of trying to encourage me, continue to try to discourage me in the lives that you've been in. Let's do that.
baby, they lighting her ass up in them comments.
Go ahead.
So I did say some shit in the live about the food one time.
Say Trend do this shit
And
every
it's because my feelings were hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Now you the victim.
Who was good? So what you gonna say?
I'm no fucking victim. I'm being real with you, Kev. Do you want to hear the truth or not?
I don't want to hear that.
I got that. That's why I asked for it.
Poozy rode in my fucking rental car. I told we prepared hours. That we took hours to get ready, but I asked everybody in the content house, are y'all going to Kev's ball? Like, I'm the one telling people we need to go. We need to be there. I'm not coddling you and I'm not trying to do nothing. Yeah, I was talking shit. It's because my feelings were hurt. I came originally, me and my husband was supposed to be at your ball, but I got casted for the cast, and he, you know what I'm saying?
That whole ass award-winning Nobel Peace Prize ass speech,
that I said,
and for him to basically say, "No, I'm cool." I know
you know that.
Yes, she looking crazy.
If somebody was trying to set you up before all the bullshit happened, do you really think that if somebody was trying to set you up, I would let that shit ride? You don't pay attention, but when you was into it with people, I would be in the comments like, fuck that. We Bando. We Kev the comic. Like, I'm not gonna fucking go there knowing if it's a setup.
I keep telling y'all.
It's y'all be on that TikTok shit,
They
but I'm not no
trendy,
TikTok
nigga,
shit. I'm a
friend.
real ass bitch. Where I came from, I acknowledge that, like I said, and that's why I was giving y'all a backstory. Y'all were the first boxes that I came in. Y'all gave me a little bit of game. Y'all taught me the etiquette of this app.
What?
So I'm not going to
Get down, because you making us look bad. Get your ass down.
I do not switch up. If it was a setup, I wouldn't have been involved. Bray wouldn't have sent me out
I
there.
never asked you about that to Jay.
No, I know you didn't.
Okay, but wait.
I'm trying to tell you.
Wait, because you're going on a diatribe, right? I never.
You making yourself look bad.
Jay. No one rang your bell.
Part of the party. If it was a setup, I was not having that shit. Before all of this shit about the Players Ball, the backstory. If it was a setup, I would never set you up. Period. I would never set you and Rick up. And he wouldn't have sent me out there if it was. I would go the fuck. I would go off. Period. If I wasn't in the room time, but who knows what have happened if I was.
Okay, Jay. We got it, Jay. Jay, not even trying to be funny, but we get your point. We 100% get it.
I'm just trying to say it wasn't a setup, and
we appreciate you explaining it, Jay. No shade, nothing like that. We appreciate it. I'm gonna let you drop, all right?
No, I'm not done.
Come back here, Jay. Just let this stop.
I'm not done.
I'm sorry, Jay.
Oh, you dropping me?
I'm telling you, we need to just move on past it right now. We get your point. All right, go ahead, Kev.
I'm good, man. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I'm good.
The disrespect is.
I ain't trying. I mean, I don't mind letting people up one at a time. I know you're not really trying to go back and forth with people. Boy, if you don't move. I'm gonna say it again, man. For me, it is hard to watch, and a lot of people have made comments.
Ooh, I'ma pray, y'all. I gotta pray.
Hell, you can't stop people from making comments. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna comment, and you got to take the good with the bad. If you're gonna be in the forefront like that, you got to take the good with the bad.
I've been standing on my square.
And yeah, I know. I've been watching.
Ain't nobody moving me. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. I think just like everybody else is entitled to.
Exactly, fine, Shauna. But at the end of the day, this is why people need to be making sure where you putting your loyalty. Make sure where the fuck you put your loyalty at. Because you better make sure that motherfucker got the same amount of loyalty you got for them. I assure you, you better make sure. You better make sure your loyalty is just as y'all locked in. Because that there, absolutely, Bree. Let me, hold on, y'all. Okay, my bad, y'all. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't lagging for you guys. Somebody said it was lagging, so I just corrected it.